Bethrisen is dying. A decade ago, the first great wars had spread blood throughout the lands. The mounting clans were slaughtered. Half of their realm fled behind their great runic portal. The others driven mad out of fear of the Ragnarok. For in their dreams, they saw their own dark fate. The Empire was governed by a feeble monarch. He mourned the loss of his beloved queen and heir. The children of the Empire sing death songs. An empire without an heir could only portend chaos.
Never thought you'd hear my sexy voice again. Not did you? My name is thirtyoh6, and this is Disciples 2. Kind of a childhood game of mine because I've wasted so many hours on this I can't even count. I haven't played this in a long time, so I did take a refresher course, but there's still a lot to this game that I kind of need to rediscover. And as I'm doing it with you guys, you kind of see what not to do and what good things. Well, pretty much I'm just going to introduce you to this game, mechanics and all. Start with single player. As far as I know, the saga would be like the campaign, and a quest would be like these mini campaigns. Not really. Pretty much the saga is a series of quests. A quest is just, well, one campaign-ish thing. Anyway, gonna go here into the quest and go to, hey look, there's a tutorial. I already took that ahead of time, so, or took that beforehand. I really suck at this. Anyway, I took it beforehand, so I kind of know what to do. But we're going to start with this first quest. You return to simpler times. Okay. Here, we get to choose our race. The Empire would be more of like your humans, and they also contain biblical angels, I guess if you could call them that. And the opposing race for this would be the Legions of the Dam, or I guess your biblical devils. We also have a couple of other races, dwarves, or I guess they would call them the Mountain Clan in this one, and the Undead Horror, which, you know, would be your dead things. But I'm gonna stick with the Empire because that's what I'm familiar with. This screen right here, pretty much get to choose your lord and what he looks like and the difficulty and stuff like that. There are three main lord types, or there are only three lord types. There's the warrior lord here, which focuses on how your units do in the campaign, but limits what you can do magic-wise. There's the mage lord, which pretty much magic is kind of unrestricted, so you're gonna be. So if you're the type of person to rely more on magic most of the time, Mage Lord might be your perfect fit. And then there's the Guild Master, which is more of a, thief type person. You get to rely on the thief type unit more, which performs more actions such as stealing, poisoning. I think you can engage in duels with other people's units, which is quite interesting. So I'm gonna stick with, let's try Mage Lord this round. This symbol over here, excuse me, lets you import a leader. I'm gonna import this guy, well, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna import him into the quest here, and clicking the center portrait here lets you change what your lord, or trust me, this is a lady, looks like. And the crowns here let you choose the difficulty. I'm gonna stick with average, but you know, maybe for fun. Might go very hard one these days. Not right now, guys, because give me a break. I'm trying to show you the ropes. I'm trying to relearn the ropes myself. Let's get started. Yay, the briefing screen. I really don't care. Scroll all the way down. I could probably read it some other time in a different language. And what I want to hear what I want to learn here is the objectives. So since I'm playing as the Empire, my objectives is to transform the terrain, or what to do, and capture 2 cities, which we will get to eventually. I really do like the music in this game, when I think about it. Now, the meat and bones of the stuff. I really don't care for the story. Just start with your parties and cities. So right here on your left you have your moving party, or as I will refer them to as your party, and to the right you have your defending party, or as I will refer to as the defenders. Anyway, as you can see, units are divided into units are in what was it, 2x3 formations here, which you could freely move units in any portrait, given that the party isn't full and the space is not available. Of course, you could probably switch units around in the formation if you like, but certain unit types perform better in certain positions, such as getting into the unit types a bit. The Squire here, which is more of your melee fighter, performs better in the front, while your support class, I guess I'll call him a healer because, give me a break, it's kind of early here, performs better in the back since he doesn't have as much health and he can't attack. He's a healer, more of your support role. This one over here, the marksman, is more of your ranged attacker. So while he can inflict damage, it's better if he stays in the back row because he does not have that much health compared to the Squire. And here, what's this? The apprentice is your mage class, or your magic class unit that performs magic attacks. Generally the magic type units attack the entire party, but their attack is generally weaker than, say, your fighter or your ranged attacker. So if you wanted to have a complete front row party, you could do that, totally. I could do it right now, but that's not what I want. Since I'm kind of beginning here, I'm going to stick with a more balanced party. Maybe add this guy here and this guy here. Now, these 2 units are kind of interesting. This over here is your party leader. I guess I should have said that earlier. There are different kinds of classes of party, or different types of party leaders, which follow the different types of units. So obviously there's a mage, and then there's the ranged. But what I have right here would be the fighter, or I guess they call him the Pegasus Knight. What's so special about the party leader is that he has special abilities. This one has artifact lore, which allows me to equip artifacts, which improves his stats. Banner bearer, which improves the stats of the entire party. And he can fly. More into that when we get into map movement. This guy over here would be your capital defender. Pretty much, he's the strongest unit you could have. He has the most health. He has the most armor. He can, pretty much OP. Pretty much, if you do not want to get knocked out of the game, you want to keep your capital up, pretty much. And this prevents people from attacking your capital early on until later in the game. I've taken out capitals before, but they take a long time. Trust me, guys. But it's possible. Anyway, I'm going to keep him in the back because, well, in the back, getting back into formations just a bit. As you can see, that kind of put this in the more triangle formation, mainly because if a unit was in the center, he would be attacked by the units in the flanks. So Here, let me show you a different example. If, let's say, these two units were battling each other, more than likely, two squires on the right would attack the party leader in the center. He would receive mortar damage than, let's say... let me just make another one. Then let's say, if there was nothing in the middle, then this squire over here would focus on this party leader, while this other squire would focus on, well, the squire on the left. This really doesn't apply to, well, the magic class because it can attack all, and the range class, which can attack any. Getting kind of complicated here, but so much for bare basics. Anyway, as you can see here, I just started to move items over. Guess it kind of came habitual. Let me just move this over, start explaining. Over here you have your artifacts. This one would be the Holy Chasset and a Banner of Resistance, which, well, this one reduces damage to my party leader and reduces the damage to my, what was it? Party. There. And over here you have two items. This one is a life potion and a potion of restoration, pretty much to heal and pick up dead units. Can be kind of useful in a pinch, although mainly I'm going to be relying on my healer, my support class, which I will tell you, not every support class is a healer. Kind of getting down here. The Titan over here would also be considered support, mainly because it is not the main fighter, although there are many other different support classes, some that actually boost attack, can paralyze or inflict status effects on the opposing party, that kind of stuff. My voice just picked up a bit. Drone. Okay. Getting into the capital. Here he could build units, select upgrades to his units, research spells, which we will get into later. Can I research spells yet? No, I can probably research one. Anyway, getting into buildings. Over here, in this, say, development tab, you get to choose what kind of building you get to choose what kind of building you get to place, and pretty much how much it costs. So you can see I can build a stable for 200, or if I choose a different branch, a dungeon for 200. These types of buildings here are upgrade buildings, pretty much, where they branch off, or lack of branching off. And the other buildings are called, let me see, the other buildings, which are pretty much your support buildings. A guild, which is necessary for building a thief. Magic tower, which I have, which is necessary for researching spells, and a temple, which is necessary for reviving or healing at the capital or other cities. Probably gonna start with an upgrade building. So you kind of want to be picky on what you want to upgrade. I know it's kind of tempting to stick with what was it? The Night Path, mainly because there's so many different upgrades you could do to it. And an Angel. Why would I want an no, actually they've been pretty useful before. Or you could stick with the Witch Hunter. Let's see. Comparing the two. What do I want? Probably gonna stick with Witch Hunter for this Witch Hunter class. Witch Hunter branch. I don't know. And then magic research. What I kind of want to get into. Here I get to choose spell level from 1 to 4 in most cases, or if you're Mage Lord, 5, which I have. Armageddon's fucking fun to watch. But we're gonna stick with level 1 spells, because that's what I can afford right now. 5 spells, although you could buy spells, or buy or steal spells from opposing parties or merchants if they offer them, that you could cast, and research for each level, kind of, except 5, which has 4. and your most powerful spells. But I will research lightning, your basic damage spell that you get cast on opposing parties, pretty much. And I will demonstrate. Here in the map, you have your capital, or I guess in most cases a city. Resources, that one's neutral. Think if I could get to this one. This one's a controlled resource due to terrain here, as you can see. And parties. Can I see that one? You guys see that one? Yep. Anyway, to cast a spell, go to this book thing over here. Select lightning, and then the wavy magical hand to cast a spell, and let's do this ugly thing, an orc. That probably didn't do much. Yeah, whatever. Moving on, going more into it.
By command.
You could tell your party leader to get the hell out, which brings the entire party with him. As you can see, he already has experience, but I guess he already knew that. And you can move around. Roads are generally take moving towards here to facilitate how much you can move around. There goes the screen. And what type of terrain you move on also facilitates that. Since what was it?
My orders, sire.
My Pegasus Knight can fly. It really doesn't matter. And this guy's getting bored, so we're gonna tell him to move somewhere. Should I go tell him to attack? This doesn't mean weak, so I can test out my party. Attack these peasants. Ooh, going in the party. Anyway, the way this facilitates is... the way battling works is... initiative here determines what unit can go move first. As you can see, the squire has, I hope you guys didn't hear that, 50 initiative, compared to say the apprentice, which has 40, meaning the squire will move first before the apprentice. Not sure what these peasants have. 30, meaning most of my attacking party can move first, and this guy can move last. Now we're gonna go into that center attacking thing. Start with my squire attacking the center peasant, and Jaguar Pegasus Knight attacking the center. Boom, he's dead. With awesome music playing in the background. And where we go next? Get this guy and that guy. And then the battle's done. Although there are other different moves I could go along with it. I could tell him to just defend, which I'll probably demonstrate later. I could tell my party leader once it's his turn to move, to use the items he has here, or I could tell him to get the hell out of dodge or run, which pretty much takes 1 turn, 2 turns, 1 turn to turn tail and 1 turn to run, provided they don't die beforehand, or they can't run away. If they can't run away, then they can't run away. I guess if that makes sense. Anyway, in this screen you get to see how much experience the winning party gets, and if there are any upgrades to them. Yeah, I can still keep moving. Okay, let's go attack another one. This one right here.
Attack!
Going kind of deeper, you can see that the only person my squire can attack would be the center squire over here. And he missed. Guy sucks. Kind of wimpy swing anyway. While my Pegasus Knight can attack either his flank or the center. Would you call the top flank? The right flank? Right flank, maybe. And the center as well. I just lost my train of thought, did I? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I gotta hit the center here. if I had an archer, I would gladly demonstrate what he can attack. But pretty much, melee units can only attack what they're next to. So again, probably gonna attack the man-at-arms this here. And no, he went first. They went first. The initiative must be just as high as my melee units. No, excuse me. Seriously, taking this and doing this in one take really sucks. But pretty much if different units' initiatives are about the same, then it's pretty much up to chance as far as I can tell on who gets to go first. So this game takes a bit of luck as well. And I'm out of move points, so for the end of my first turn, I will end turn. A couple other things I want to talk about here as soon as my turn starts again. I almost cussed. It's okay if I cuss? I don't care anymore. Fuck. And I probably lost all my prudish watchers. Okay. Anyway, on the map there are also different kinds of things you can interact with. I don't know if you guys can see it up here. This looks like a dungeon. Yeah. I guess they call it Orc Castle. Orc Castle. Come get beaten to a pulp at Orc Castle. And I will move here just a bit. Shut up. Can you see this other city? Other city? Circle around it means it's one of my objectives, which I should probably get later. And this thing right here, an item. Let me interact with it. Healing potion and bronze rings. There are also shops you can interact with as well, which, you know, you use to buy stuff, or if you're a thief, you get to steal. And as far as I can tell, that's pretty much the basics. Probably gonna keep playing this, as far as I can tell. Try to finish this up, get myself warmed up, and then start on a saga. Oh boy, that should be fun and take up most of my time. Till then, shut up. This is thirtyoh6, and I'm gonna tell this bastard to do something.